And welcome back to the second part of this tutorial. And now we put together one or two lines of codes, so I'm going to exit out. Let's say yes, because I meant to save this form for now, so I might as well cancel this, just officially come into design, and here right click on let's save. So I'm going to save that as stock controller. There we go, save the form. There, now the form is saved. Okay, you see, with the lines of code, the very first thing I like to do is when I click on these components here, so let's open it up. So drop this down. When I click on this, select any of these, I want it to give me some information right here. That's what I want it to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go straight to the design view. Now double click on this combo box, or select this combo box, come to the properties. If you don't have your properties, go to design and let's select property here. Now select events. Inside the event, you see where we have on click. That's the event I intend to use. See these three dots, click on that and let's select code builder. There, right inside our very code builder, we're going to use the following. So using an if statement, I'm going to say if pro.id, this very one, if pro.id, let's just paste it there, dot text, if the text equals, let's say select pro.id, then that means I like the system to either do command go to records and add new sets. Okay, if you notice, I use an if statement and I actually end it with an if statement. So let's use the do commands. The do command, if you are not familiar with it, you can always get these very lines of code inside the macro. So do command.records, go to records, comma, and I'm going to enter empty speech mark, comma, AC, that will be new records. There we go. So what I've just asked the system to do is, if this is selected, every single component on my system should be declared empty or reset, sort of. Okay, so if I click on this now, there, everything is reset, as you can see. Okay, and that goes for the date and so on as well. Let's say those are the date that we entered, just to show you an example of what's going to happen. I think there should be date here as well. And once we select that, check this out, you see that? So but if I select this, everything will remain there. So now let's go back in here, right click and go to design view, back into my code, and right in here I'm going to use else if. Else if this equals, let's copy this. I'm just going to grab all of that up to here, and that is going to be as PID 036501. If this is what is selected, we want the following to happen: product name, that is going to be equals, let's assume it's just rice. There. That would be for the product name. Then what about the description? The description, let's say description, that to be equals, we can just say white grain. There. So let me try this out before I continue. So I'm going to come back in here and go right up here, right click, form, select this product. There we go. Look at that. Okay, that's good. So let's go back into our codes. Right click, go to design view, and just click on that again. So the next component is going to be stock. Think level. If you notice, I have an underscore there because there's space in between the component that I'm referring to. So let's say the stock level here is 350. There. Now let's see the other ones. You can see there's space in between. Once there's space in between, then I'll just put an underscore. That is the normal practice. So let's go back in there. The next one is reorder level. So let's come down in here. So reorder level, underscore level. Let's say that is going to be about 30. There. Now, out of stock. So once we have anything below, let's say 10, then the system should tell us it's out of stock. And after that, we have the cost of the product. Let's say it's about £21. There we go. Then we have item ordered. Item ordered. Let's see, that's wrong. Item underscore ordered. And that is going to be equals rice. Then number of item, and that is going to be, let's say, about 30. Okay, and finally we just say number of ordered. We want the system to self-focus here. Number of ordered dot set focus. There we go. That's where we will enter the number of items we intend to order. So save that and click on that. Right click up here, select form view. You can select the very first product. There we go. And you can see here it's already officially highlighted. So let's say I enter 45 in there. Okay. So it's telling me the price. So we're going to have to multiply this to get every other. Okay, so now we now need date. We enter that in there, then action and so on. Okay, but we need to be able to subtract this from what we have in there to get the answer here. So we need to do that as well. Alright, so this is done. We can take care of the other ones. So let's come in here and take care of number 2, 3, and number 4. 4 is missing here, but that's okay. Then we have 5, so that's fine. So right click and just copy and paste now. Back into the code view, select it all. No, select it from else if, from here. paste. That's for 2, 3, 4 and 5. So let's do this. This is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, number 4, the 4 is missing, number 5. There we go. So I'm just going to change the various products, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Okay guys, I've finished with the codes. So that is it right there. So that's for the first component, the second one, the third, the fourth, and 5. There. All done. So let's come in here and just try that out. Right click and select form view. There. I'm going to try that out. Select number 4, 5, and so on. See, all here are just populated. Now we need to deal with the total. So what I want the total to do, when I click on total, I would like it to display the total of everything here for me. So to do that, because this total was generated using macro, I'm going to first of all come in here and just select design view. See, if I double click on this total or select it and come right here, you can see embedded macro. Okay, and there's no way I can change it to codes for now. So the only way out is come up here, you see where you have your design, click on design, and to the top right hand corner here you can see convert from macro to Visual Basic. So I'm going to click on that and just say convert. There we go. It's finished converting. So if I select this total now, come right here, there we go. I can see the lines of codes within the total, and that is where I'm going to end up I'm going to add all my codes. Remember, this total was the save button that I end up calling total. So I'm going to just put a comment line in there, and this is where I will enter my codes. Okay, I'm going to start by first of all declare the following variables. So I'm going to call the first one I tax, that is going to be for my tax. Then I'm going to declare another one, I'll call that M. That will take in the cost, J, P, S, T. Let's say all of these declarations as double. There we go. Delete that, I have 2 of those in there. Okay, so that is done. Then let's use an if statement. If whatever we have inside the discount, if the value equals 0, then this should happen. M will take in whatever we have inside cost. Then J, that will take in, let's say by value, whatever we have inside number underscore of underscore order. There we go. Alright, let's say I tax, that's going to be equals M multiplied by J, and let's say the tax is approximately 7.5. We divide that by 100. Your own tax calculation might be different, but this is just how I've put mine together. So let's close that. There we go. Right, now let's assign this variable straight into the component called tax. Equals I tax. There we go. Now I'm going to have to repeat the same thing for the subtotal. I think the subtotal is sub underscore total, and sub underscore total is going to be this. Grab hold of this, paste that in there. Then we have total, so maybe just grab hold of all of these, paste that here, and let's add plus tax. There we go. And that is it. So let's say end if here and try it out. Make sure you click on the access itself, right click, form view. There, inside the form view, let's select any of these. Okay, and make sure, let's come back in here, we need it to refresh. Come in here, select that. Okay, and how many do we want in there? We want about 57. So the discount, is there any discount? No discount. Click on total. There we go. Look at that. So that is fine, that's working. Now let's go back to design view. All I'm just going to do now is copy and modify it. So come in here, copy this using else if so if we have 5 in there, change this to 5. We want the following to happen. So to get that happening, what I'm going to do is right underneath the tax here, I'm going to say P that is going to be equals, as P equals M multiplied by J, multiply that by 5, and divide the whole lot by 100. That should give us 5%, I believe. So come in here, there, and cover this one more time here. Okay, one more here, there. So we now need to subtract P from here. Let's say subtract by P. There we go. And the same thing in the total. We need to now grab hold of, let's grab hold of this inside the total. Just paste that here. Here. Close. And so we subtract whatever in here, add, multiply this, subtract this, and add all of this to it. Okay, that should give us the 5%. So I'm going to try that out. If that works, all I just need to do is copy and paste. So right click and here, come back in here, design view. Let's start a new project. Come in here, select number 4. We have about 23. Let's go for 0%. There we go. Let's go for 5%. There we go. It works. That is good. So right click up here, come back to design view. Make sure total is selected, and inside the property here, click on these 3 small icon, and let's copy this. You see where we have 5%, copy, paste, change that to 10%, and here change that to 10% as well. We have 15%, and next is going to be 20. We have another 20 here, and we have 25%. There, that is my calculation taken care of. That is fine, but it's not all finished yet. There's still 1 or 2 things. Run. As you can see, yes, we can enter dates, whatever date we want to enter. Today is 26, Boxing Day, and just paste this right there. Whatever date you want to enter, you can enter all of this information, that is fine. And here you just enter whatever name. That's Paul Woman, that's my name. Let's say number 1, Godson Place. There we go. Yes, debit card and Visa card. Right, so we can just hit on total. Okay, let's hit on total. That should be displayed on my. Let's check this out. Let's see Paul Omen. There we go, that is it right there. Okay, let's go back in here. There's something I need to investigate. Come back in here and let's say I clear it all. Start a new product entirely, and the number that we want in there, let's say it's about 43. Discounts maybe about 25. Click on total. There, you see here, nothing. So that's the bit that I need to sort out. So how do I sort this out? I want this subtracted from this and stored right in here. And if it's incorrect, or if we have out anything below this, we want this to order something for us. Okay, let's do that. So come back in here, right click, design view, make sure the button is selected, total button, click on the 3 buttons in there. Okay, so right underneath this total calculation, just before I get to the save here, that's the save, I'm going to enter the following lines of codes. So let's come right down here. There we go. You see these lines of code here? Those are the variables that I declared. Now, number of order is stored inside number of item. And when we come down here now, stock level is stored inside S, number of order is stored in there, then we deduct that. That's what we store inside the remainder. And if it's less than 2, you can make that 5 or whatever you want, or 10. Then it will tell you order more product, else you don't have to order any product. And that's it. From here down here, that's the last lines of codes. So I'm going to, can I save that? Click in here. Let's run it now. Right click, form view, and let's select new product. There, and enter whatever in there. And date, let's enter a date for that. Let's make that up. Order number, and here then we have name in here. Let's say the name is Tony Montana. Address of Montana, 17 Little Venice. Order date, let's say it's today. Do we have discount? No discount. And there we go. And right here we need to see date ordered. That's going to be today. All we then need to do is just to click on total. If it's right, this is subtracted from this and the answer displays in here. So click on that. There we go. That is working. 45 plus 105, that is it, 150. And that's all there is to it, guys. So with that, I'm going to call it the end of this beautiful and interesting tutorial of how to create a stock management system using Microsoft Access. And just before I go, guys, I'll be very pleased if you guys can subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get this channel up to 1 million. I'll be very proud of you if you are part of my journey. That'll be great. So, and you can also join to become a member of the channel. There's a lot of benefit for members. So you all have a nice day now, and bye for now.